Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paradise and thank you for coming back for another video. Before we get started, I want to say thank you for all my subscribers. We are almost at my first 100 subscribers, so if you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so and click the bell to the right of the subscribe button also, so that you're notified each and every time that I upload. Okay you guys, so today I'm going to be talking about how to keep your sanity in the midst of all this chaos. Okay, more specifically, things that I do to keep my sanity in the midst of the chaos. Obviously, these things may or may not work for everyone, but I thought that I would share them just in case they do work for you. So tip number one would be to be mindful of what you absorb. So for me personally, I know that I have a hard time disconnecting. So when I hear bad news or anything negative, even if it has nothing to do with me, I internalize, I take it on as if it is my own problem, and it stresses me out. So this is why this has helped me so much, to just be mindful of what I watch, what I listen to. Primarily, obviously, talking about like the news. Turn off the news. And if it's not the news specifically, even if it's fiction, so if you're watching, I don't know, Vampire Diaries or whatever, anything negative that has a negative storyline, take a step back from it. You may think, you know, yeah, it's just a TV show, whatever, but at the same time, just as you know the saying, you are what you eat, you are what you take in all aspects. So if you're only taking in negative things, if all the shows you're watching are negative and they have killing in them or whatever it is, once again, it can be complete fiction. But if all you're taking in is negativity, your mind and your thoughts will go towards negative things. So take a break from negativity, whether that means just stop watching TV altogether or watch funny shows or funny movies, watch Disney Channel, anything that's not negative, more on the positive side of things, that'll get you laughing and get your spirits up and have you thinking of fairy tales or whatever the case may be. Be mindful of what you absorb. Number two would be to remove yourself from social media. How long you choose to do that is completely up to you. It could be for a day, it could be for a few hours, it could be for a week, it could be indefinitely. Now, I will say I would not recommend doing it indefinitely, and honestly in this day and age, I'm pretty sure there's not many of us that can do it indefinitely, but I wouldn't recommend it just because it is still our way of keeping tabs on what's going on in the world, whether we like to hear it or not. You know, it keeps us all connected. So I wouldn't recommend indefinitely removing yourself, but I would say to take a break for sure, because we all know the things that float around on the internet, social media in particular. Once again, whether it is political, all type of things float around social media, and honestly primarily negative things, unfortunately. So I would say remove yourself from social media. Just take a break, because with all that is going on, it's constant. It's constant. Every minute there's a new post about somebody else getting killed or something negative. Okay, and we can only take in so much negativity before it affects us. So just take a break, plain and simple. It may be hard for us but I promise you, you will feel 10 times better once you take that break. I take social media breaks just about every week. I'm pretty sure I take a few days off just to clear my head, because it is a lot to absorb. And although we want to be able to share those posts and we want to bring awareness as we can, we all need a mental break sometimes. Number three would be to write it out. Okay, whether that is in a journal, a handwritten journal, whether it's typing it out, but write it out. Write out whatever it is that you're thinking, so that you can express it, because some things we don't want to tell everybody. You know, some things are personal, so we don't necessarily want to talk to a human being, but just getting it out, getting it on paper helps. Writing is a way of expression. So even though we're not physically talking to someone, we're letting out our thoughts and we're able to express them. And most times once you get things out, you feel a lot better. Will the problem be solved? Maybe, maybe not, but you feel at least better that you've gotten it off your chest, even if it hasn't gone any farther than the paper that you wrote it on. So I would highly suggest journaling or writing, or even voice recording, or even like I'm doing, talking to a camera basically, just to express what it is you're thinking and how you're feeling, so that you can get it off your chest. And number four would be to focus on your bubble. And by your bubble, I mean your inner circle, your immediate family, the world is obviously humongous, okay, and everybody has their own individual problems, but it gets overwhelming when you hear it all at once. So I would say for what helps me is just to focus on my family. Yes, it's unfortunate that other people are going through these things, but at the same time, we can, like I said, we can only take on so much. So I choose to focus on what's going on in my family and how I can make a positive change within that circle. And not to say that I won't help other people or anything like that, but when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I focus in. It's easier to take on smaller problems than it is to take on larger ones. So I will start small in my immediate family and I'll work my way out eventually. But as of now, my priority, I try to keep on task with my immediate family, with my inner circle or my bubble, so that I'm not overwhelmed by the world's issues, if that makes any sense. Not least, number 5 would be gratitude. I don't know how much my viewers are, how much you guys practice gratitude. When you're thinking about all the negative things that's going on in the world, it's the art of taking a step back and thinking about all the things you are grateful for. No matter how minute they may be, no matter how big they may be. It could be the sock you have on your foot you're grateful for, because some people don't have socks. It can be you're grateful to be alive, which is a huge thing. Anything, but just taking a step back from all the negative thoughts and all the negative things that are going on in the world, and I would suggest writing it down so that you can see it on paper. I'm a very visual person, but 2 things or 20 things, whatever, if you take a step back and write down the things you are grateful for, it really puts into perspective how blessed you are, despite how you may feel at the time, despite what may be going on in your life. Just thinking about what you actually have, you realize that you're a lot more blessed than you think you are. And sometimes we all forget that. I know that sometimes we forget that, the little things, like I said, like the socks we have on our feet. Yeah, $1 pair of socks may not be much to some of us, but to a homeless person, they're everything, you know. So gratitude just puts things in perspective for me. Once again, this is all things that work for me. It puts into perspective how blessed I am, and despite the chaos and the craziness that's going on in the world, I'm safe, I am happy, and I'm grateful for that. Okay guys, so I hope that this video was helpful. Once again, these are just 5 of the things that I do or try to focus on in order to stay sane, basically, with everything that is going on. If you like this video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe once again if you are not subscribed already, and do not forget to push the notification bell so that you are notified each and every time that I upload. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.